This is the final project of marketing, and we made the marketing plan of the company Armas. The members of the team are Marlene Ortiz, Carlos Martinez, Hide Roderick, Victor Manuel de la Vega, and Alejandro Arellano. Armas is a Mexican family-owned company that distributes laboratory chemical products in the industrial, clinical, educational, and private sectors, with points of sale in Puebla, Veracruz, Tlaxcala, Oaxaca, and Morelos. Positioning itself as a leader at the local level where its characteristic and differentiator with the competition is to be the only direct distributor of world-renowned brands like Baker, Heisel, Kimax, Merck, and Biosystems. The history of the company, Distribuciones y Representaciones Armas, and or Alejandro Arellano Calderón, was born on March 1st, 1995, in Orizaba, Veracruz. It arises on the initiative of Ingeniero Arellano, based on his previous experience within a similar company named Icurosa, that now is a competitor. The name Armas is the conjugation of the surnames Arellano and Macías. Distribuciones Armas arise with an initial depth of approximately 7,000 pesos, and thanks to the effort of the founder, it was able to clean up the finances and began to constitute a company that generates sources of employment and leader of its branch in the local market. This is the SWOT. The strengths of Armas, well, the principal strengths are a strong presence in the market, effective customer service policy, well-defined organizational culture, focus on customer satisfaction, after-sales services that differentiates them from the competitions, and the short delivery time of his products. The weaknesses are on-demand transactions, product prices fluctuate against the dollar, and no electronic media. The opportunities that have Armas are very competitive market, and it is difficult to enter other competency. The market is in high demand, and laboratories will have work activity. There are many suppliers, and the variety is wide. The threats that have Armas are that there are many chemical suppliers for laboratories, so competition. Freight prices can minimize freight margins' long-term utility, and there are suppliers with good infrastructure and client-defined base.
Current situation of Armas. The sales points of Armas is in Veracruz, Puebla, Tlaxcala, Morelos, and Oaxaca. The advantage with the competition is several points: direct distributor, stock inventory, short delivery time, specialized transportation, handling and chemical safety with certified personnel, adaptability of market costs in almost 95%, and direct purchase without intermediaries. These are the direct distributor that JT Baker, Heisel, and Merck that sold chemical products. Kimax sold laboratory products like glassware, and Biosystems sold clinical products. These are several or another products that commercial Armas. The main customers is at Benemérita, Universidad Autónoma de Puebla, Universidad Autónoma de Veracruz, Productos Bachoco y Hospital Regional de Alta Especialidad en Veracruz. Disadvantage: The price with not direct distributor. That is a principal disadvantage because they are not specialized and it's a global market leader. Only local is a commercialized enterprise. And Arkema and Laboratorios Químicas Sons, they are in indirect competition because only specialized in some products. Portage 5, rivalry among pricing competitors. Customer switching costs are high because the importance of signing a contract is more difficult to enter the customer. Threat of new entrants is high. Several brands offer the same product. Bargaining power of suppliers, supplier power is medium. Direct distributor, more customer stabilization. Bargaining power of buyers, the buyer power is medium. Buyers have more power to renegotiate a product for the specialization. Threat of substitute products. Threat of substitute is high. Several brands offer the same product or the same chemistry formula. Macro environment. Demography. Sector needs utility, ease, handling, and cost. That is the more important, and for people in laboratories like clinical or teachers in education. And the new normality, that is very important because they change the market. Economic environment. We have two tables. In this table, we can see the growing of the sales and the purchase because is a difference between 2021 and 2022. And another table is the Índice Nacional de Precios al Consumidor. We can see the inflation that increased in the August in the last year and August in this year. This information we can see in Instituto Nacional de Estadística y Geografía. Natural environment, we have two very important environment in this case. Hurricane season. In this year, we have a lot of hurricane in Mexico and affect in the transportation and the temperature of some chemicals or some products. And in September, we have earthquake that affect also in transportation. Technological environment. Armas use SAP. There's a system that controls the production, the inventory, and the customers. CRM, customer relationship management, inventory, customer orders, and another technological is handling technologies. How to manage, how to handle the products, the chemistry bottles. Political and social environment. In this slide, we can see some roles that is in Semarnat and Secretaría del Trabajo, that we can see the needs of protection, the handles, the storage, and labeling that is very, very important. Another political is the reunion of a meeting in November 27 in 2019. This organization that the main objective of this meeting was the increase in the management of chemical substance within the country, since there have been too many incidents in the population due to the lack of importance and negligence of those responsible for this type of product towards its handling. Cultural environment. We have two. Within the clinical and educational area, safety and hygiene is the more important. In the other side, in the industrial area, the priority is the delivery date, and then safety and hygiene.
Marlene, tu micrófono.
Estás en mute.
Okay. The actual marketing strategy. So currently, the Armas company is at a point where it is much more important to give up loss than what already exists. Thus, its expansion plans to the local and national market will be paused and replaced by a strategic objective, which is to be the main distributor of laboratory chemical products in the central southern area of the country. The answer of why the company has decided to first focus on this objective at the local level is to provide a better service to the customer, considering the problem that within the company processes, chemical products are bought and sold to customers making ordering of materials according to the specific needs of the customer. Following this system, delivery times depend on the time it takes for a product to arrive and at the company from the supplier and the time it takes for the company to deliver it to the customer. Due to this, customers who need a product in a shorter delivery time often end up choosing another supplier that has a shorter delivery time. The previous problem makes us ask ourselves, what challenges do we have in mind? Well, since the company is currently a strong competitor in its area, but wants to become the main supplier by beating the competition, we will have to consider the following challenges. First of all, improve delivery time, keep good product prices with a stable increase on notice, keep the clients, find new clients, keep offering the best quality price to clients, increase product lines, and strengthen the relationship with customers. Now, um, although the company already has well-established strategies that can be easily summarized within the mission and vision, these present us with already fixed objectives. Regardless of the goal described at the beginning of the text, these goals are such as, first of all, high quality on delivery materials, cover markets in clinical, industrial, school, and research laboratories, generate profits and benefits to our collaborators, attractive prices, and timely deliveries to our customers. These strategies, speaking in terms of marketing, can be carried out through targeting and customer segmentation. This is basically refers to the act of reaching a part of the customer list to re-attract them and boost sales. In this strategy, we have two popular tactics that we currently use at Armas. Those are direct mailing and email. As the first approach for our salespeople, as we do not yet have a website. In an era that is all digital, it is easier to obtain customer information through different channels in a detailed way. Once we have the necessary information, we will be able to carry out customer targeting campaigns intelligently. Like any strategy, targeting and customer segmentation also has its weakness. Among them, we can include, first, low response rate to emails. Email opening rates are around 20%, which means that the 80% of the time your email is ignored. We have now the low match rates that many of today's customer targeting or segmentation solutions have insufficient or inaccurate identity graphs or have problems matching customers across different devices. Limited scope of inventory. Solutions are often limited by the scope of your own network. Customers, meanwhile, are spending more and more time online outside of places like social media and search engines. Reaching more customers in more places means adding extra solutions. Limited creative optimization. In some cases, there are a limited number of creative formats available, or you can dynamically customize the creative, which can affect engagement rates. Manual campaign setup. Some customer targeting solutions require considerable manual effort, from setup to analysis and the optimization. Considering the weakness of this strategy, we take advantage of them to make the opportunities for growth and improvement. In Armas, there are salesmen in different areas of the SOTs, so each one takes into account that certain criteria must be followed to focus or improvement. The first one, reattract inactive customers with the best selling products. Reach inactive customer using their last purchase date, and then next you can segment them by your convenience. Entice them back to buy with ads featuring your best selling products. The number two, go to members of the loyalty program. Boost engagement on Armas and drive product sales using paid display promotions that target gold or premium members with exclusive offers based on the purchase made on their last purchase date. You also get new members for the loyalty program by targeting customers who have not yet joined the program. Think about segmentation, your database based on the total value of their last purchase. Target high-value customers with similar products rather than mass targeting your entire database. The number three, upsell based on a previous purchase. Reconnect with our customers with accessory deals related to an item they previously purchased. Number four, cross-sell based on a previous purchase. Contact previous buyers again with other products that they might be interested in. Number five, communicate new products. Your frequent buyers are the best candidates to buy again. Make sure to reach this group with offers that promote new products. Number six, and the last one, upgrade to a newer, better product. Boost sales of your new products by connecting with customers who have already purchased a product that now has a newer or improved version available. With this very clear of each seller, it is certain that we improve our services and go hand in hand with our current and future clients. It is important to mention that the point of having a salesman per area is not only to serve a larger market, but also so that the service points are more focused and fully available with a radius of proximity for any questions that may arise with a product of Armas. There are different warehouses with a small stock for emergencies in the different cities in which we are currently. With this strategy, Armas improve the quality of the relationship with the customer and the seller. Likewise, in terms of delivery times, they try to maintain an analysis of the product in inventory through the segmentation of importance in terms of the value of the product. Therefore, if we currently have 100 products in inventory, in one of the different warehouses in the Saudis, each one will be classified in terms of customer demand and customer cost. In this way, we keep only what we could be urgently required and the rest depending on the delivery times. Armas also try to maintain a very wide range of communication for understanding with the client and do not generate disagreement for the days of delay.
Okay, thank you, Marlene. So now that we have set several objectives, it is time that we put them more together and in a greater plan, so to say. And how we're going to do this is by using the marketing mix and the 4 P's in it. So let's start by the first one, which is place. So currently, Armas is losing a lot of potential customers due to their longer lead times. So what we instead would suggest is that Armas would exploit forecasting. So this can be carried out by gathering data of how long a specific customer takes on average for ordering a new batch. So by combining this experience from the forecasting and their increased number of data points, then Armas will continuously improve their learning curve so that they can predict when a client will order again. And because they have these emergency warehouses, it won't be a problem if an order isn't exactly at the time that it needs to come. And also they will be able to sell it to their wide variety of customers. So besides forecasting, it's improving the logistics network. It's also because when the new cargo arrives, the products need to go to their clients as soon as possible. Moving on to the next one is price. There's not really much to do in competing actually on price, also because of the cost of R&D, for example. So starting a price war would not be very wise in that sense. However, there are some suggestions that we do. So the upselling and the cross-selling. So both strategies will, in this sense, reach the objective that Armas desires to increase their economies of scale. When we're talking about upselling, it means making deals with clients that allows them to buy more products with a higher discount. So the price per product might be in this case lower. However, the total price that Armas will receive will be higher than the initial offer. And upselling can be done in various stages of purchasing. It can be before, so with promotions, it can be during negotiations, and it can also be after sales to entice customers to come back. Then talking about cross-selling, that is due to the fact that Armas has a wide product range, there is possibility for cross-selling. In this case, Armas can offer complementary products to their clients that the original products do not have yet. And both of these strategies are really good for retaining clients, but also for acquiring new clients, and especially the price. It is way more cheaper to do upselling and cross-selling than to acquire new customers. Next one. Open. Yeah. So let's go to the promotion. While doing this research for Armas, we found out that there wasn't really much information to see on the internet. So that is immediately where also one of our recommendations would come from, is that Armas would have to set up their social media, but especially their website, to have potential clients know of their existence. There are several examples why it is important for Armas to know their targeting. For example, the selling methods, but it is also good to know who are your best customers. So to classify them in the high, medium, and low profitability customers, so that the problems with the logistics do especially not occur in the high profitability segment of your customers. Besides that, besides setting up your own social or internet environment, it might also be good to make use of advertising, and also meanwhile using a push strategy, which is a promotional strategy that calls for using a sales force and a trade promotion to push the product through the channels, and instead of waiting for orders to come in, to more push them into the market. Another good promotional activity would indeed be the use of loyalty programs, where the higher you are in the loyalty program, the better your promotions will be, and that will be based on how much revenue you have spent in the Armas company. And another idea is to make use of client days, which is to bond with the clients and to have a relationship with them, and also to stay top of mind, to show both the human side and the professional side of Armas. Then the final P would be the product. Also here, it is not really possible to compete, because Armas is a distributor, it's not a manufacturer. But there are a few things which Armas can do, and that is, for example, expanding the current product line, which means, for example, selling a lower or a higher priced variant of a product in their current line. But another option would be expanding their product offering by offering a wide range, and this could then be combined with cross-selling, for example. So this could be by attracting other chemical products from similar supplier, or attracting new suppliers, selecting new suppliers that create new products. But these two strategies are quite imitable. So if we're looking at imitability and uniqueness, then we should maybe move to after-sales service, for example. The after-sales service builds relationships, it retains customer, and it also builds trust. So several examples which Armas could use for these extra services would be measuring satisfaction of the client, informing them about the following up on the client's inventory orders, which would also benefit in the forecasting, providing online support in terms of consulting, also having a well-functioning return policy, and also keeping clients updated about how well they are doing in the loyalty program. So if we're concluding all these strategies, the first aspect is to address is to make the customers aware of the presence of Armas, the potential customers, showing who Armas is while offering a wide variety of good quality products at reasonable prices. So Armas should endeavor to sell more to their existing clients by, for example, upselling or cross-selling, but this should also be combined with not losing potential customers due to their long lead times. And to prevent this, forecasting can be used. And moreover, having a differentiating factor such as after-sales service could help them retain and also acquire new customers.
Like Hidden said, we have my other fellow, we have to implement some strategies like social media to increase our presence with our clients and with new clients. All these changes that we are talking about have to be specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and with a timeline. It can be just be an idea and doesn't have any implementation. These are some examples of what we have, like for the website, the social media tracking, and to be aware of the audience size and mentions, so we can be aware of what our clients are doing and what they want. Next, please. So this is everything. Thank you very much.